to the Great Seder Magic.
My name's Ilan Smith. I'm an illusionist, all the way from South Africa. My job is to travel the world, wowing audiences around the world. You know that every show I perform, I wear my yarmulke and tzitzit. That's right, I'm a proud Jew. Today, I'm going to take you behind the scenes and teach you a little bit of magic. But first, let's find out what's so magical about Pesach.
Almost 3,000 years ago, our nation was freed from slavery in Egypt. Today, we celebrate the miracles with an 8-day holiday. On Seder nights, we replay the scene, making slavery and freedom as real as can be. We relive history with 15 steps, eating matzah and maror, drinking 4 cups of wine or grape juice, and reading the Haggadah. The Seder is full of unusual customs, like dipping a vegetable into salt water, or leaning to the left when we drink. Why? Pesach is all about questions. The kids get curious, and that's the whole point. Before parents tell the story of leaving Egypt, they wait for the 4 questions kicked off by the youngest family members. So, who's the star of the Seder? Spotlights on every one of you. Why is this night different from all other nights? What's so special about the same 4 questions we ask every year? This year, we're doing things differently.
This year, at your Pesach Seder, you are going to mystify your family and friends with a bit of a twist to your Nishtanah performance. And I'm sure that when you've finished, everyone's going to have a lot more than 4 questions for you. So are you ready to learn a little bit of Pesach magic? Let's think like an illusionist, and let's begin.
Question number 1. On all other nights, we don't dip even once. Why do we dip twice tonight? First, karpas. We dip a vegetable into salt water. And then maror. We dip bitter herbs into charoset.
Hi guys. First of all, everyone, meet Nishtanah. We know that during the year, we don't even have to dip once, right? And on Pesach, we dip twice, correct. The first time is karpas into salt water, and the second time is maror into charoset. Perfect. So here we have some salt water, and we have some charoset. I'm going to make the charoset disappear, but if you can see it, it's a little too difficult. So to make it a little bit easier for me, I'm going to cover up the charoset with our salt water. The problem is you can still see the charoset underneath just a little bit around the ring, right? So we're going to cover that up. Watch. Roll up the salt shaker. Okay, now you can't see the charoset. At the count of 3, guys, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. It doesn't always happen the first time round. We'll try it again. 1, Nishtanah, can I use your left hand? Put it on top. Watch. 1, 2, 3.
What?
Look, Nishtanah, it vanished. Not the charoset, but the salt shaker. It's gone.
Back to you, CKids. Watch how to do the magic trick for Nishtanah question number 1.
First of all, you guys received stickers, one for charoset and one for salt water. The salt water you would stick onto your little pill box, or you can actually use a salt shaker. And the charoset you're going to stick onto that little tag, that little disc that you got. You tell people that you're going to make the charoset disappear, and that would focus their attention on the charoset. But you can see it, so it makes it more difficult. Let me cover it up. Once you've done that, you're going to tell them that you can still see the charoset underneath the salt shaker. So to make it a little bit easier for you, you're going to wrap that up in a napkin. So you wrap it up in your napkin. When you wrap it, you don't wrap it around really tight. You make it a little bit loose. So if you were to hold just the top, the salt shaker can fall out the bottom. Okay, so you've got it loose, and you put the salt shaker like that on top of your charoises, on top of your tag, and you count 1, 2, 3. And when you count 3, you move everything back to the edge of the table, and you look at the charoises. And when you still see it there, you're like, oi, no, let's try that again. And you come back again, and everything's still the same. Salt shaker's still there. You count 1, 2, 3. And this time when you move back, you let the salt shaker fall out from your napkin onto your lap. So once that's fallen out, the napkin has still kept the shape of your salt shaker. So you put this on top of the charoises. Everyone thinks it's still got a salt shaker inside. Let's try it one more time. 1, 2, 3. And you can make it vanish.
Now it's your turn to try.
So salt shaker's gone, but I did say I'd make the charoises vanish. So just to be fair, give a blow. We'll make that vanish as well. Now that everyone has seen the salt shaker disappear, they think the trick's over. So what you can do as a bonus material is you can make the charoises vanish. And how that works is you pretend to pick up the charoises and put it in your hand. What you're really doing is you're sliding it off the table and onto your lap. So this is how it's done. You put your fingers on the charoises, your thumb at the side, and you have them meet up as if you're going to pick up the charoises, the tag. What you really do is it goes off the table, you pretend to put it in your hand, and it vanishes.
Question number 2. On all other nights, we eat chametz or matzah. Why do we only have matzah tonight? Chametz is any food made from the 5 grains that's been allowed to rise. For 8 days, we stay away from pasta, cereal, pretzels, and of course, bread.
So here's the idea, Shana. We have 2 matzahs, and the third card is a challah. 3 cards, 2 matzahs, and 1 challah. The problem is, are we allowed challah on Pesach? No. And how many matzahs do we use at the Pesach Seder? 3. So we need to get rid of our challah and we need more matzah. So we have 3 cards, 2 matzahs, 1 challah. You are going to help me with a bit of magic. Shana, can you please take out the challah, but don't look at it. Just take it out and put it face down on the mat. So if you've got the challah, I've got the other 2 matzahs, right? Watch. Turn it over.
Now, watch how I do it.
You actually are not using just 3 cards, you're using 3.5 cards. These are the cards you use. You have 2 matzah cards, you have a third matzah card that has half a challah card stuck onto it. This is a little flap. It's just half a challah card stuck on. And this is how you're going to make it. So you have received one of these full challah cards, and you're going to have a line going through that challah card. Cut along that line. Please be very careful using a scissors and get an adult to help you. So now that you've cut this piece off your card, you're going to take a piece of sellotape, sticky tape, and stick half of it on to the back of this card, on the straight part, and you're going to stick it onto one of your matzah cards at an angle, like that. It's going to create a hinge. When you stick it on, close it like that, and then if any part of the card is sticking off your matzah card, then just snip that off, cut those little pieces off. So now you're ready to go. You place one of your matzah cards beneath that little flap. Make sure it is lined up on top and on the bottom. It's not sticking out too high, it's not sticking out too low, it's lined up correctly. And you put your second matzah card, or your third matzah card actually, on top like so. When you do this, of course you don't do it out like this. you would do it facing yourself so no one sees this little gimmick. Okay, like that. Put this one on top. Now the last thing you need to do is put your thumb, your right thumb, on this corner so you can hide that little card sticking out there, that little snip. Now you're ready to go. You tell them you've got 2 matzahs and 1 challah. Problem is you don't use challah on Pesach and you need 3 matzahs. So you can show both sides, front and back. When it's face down, you get a spectator to pull out the middle card, but please don't look at it. That's what you tell them. When you turn your hand over with these 2 cards, you can't just turn it over. If you do that, they will see your challah card. So before you turn it over, close the cards a little bit, then turn them over. You can show 2 matzahs and the challah has disappeared and turned into your 3rd matzah.
Try it for yourself. Question number 3. On all other nights, we eat all types of vegetables. Why do we eat maror tonight?
This is a bit of an interactive piece. So I've got a card with 12 different fruits and vegetables, all different kinds. Ari, I'm going to ask you to hold that for me and we're going to play a game. I'm going to turn my back to you so you can't see what I'm doing. Okay? Hold it up like so. Perfect. My back's towards you. Now, Ari, I want you to choose any red square. Any fruit that is on a red square. Tell me once you've done that. Are you done?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Now, from that square, go across the grid. That means left or right to the first purple square. And let me know when you're done. From that purple square, I want you to go up or down to the first red square. Are you done?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, from that square, go diagonally until you reach the first purple square. Done?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now, from that square, I want you to go across the grid, again, left or right, until you get to the first red square. And tell me once you're there.
I'm there.
Okay, now concentrate on that vegetable. Have you got it?
Yeah.
Good, I'm turning around.
Okay.
What was that last vegetable that you landed up on?
Maror.
Maror. I knew you would think that.
How?
Check it out. I knew you would think of the maror.
How is that possible?
Magic!
Want to see how I do it?
It is a self-working illusion, which means you don't have to really do anything. As long as you go through those instructions, those steps in the correct order, it works. Let's use an example. So choose any red square as a starting point. So for our example, we're going to choose the tomato. From that square, go across the grid, left or right to the first purple square. So you'll land up on the carrots. From that square, go up or down to the first red square. From the carrot, you would go down to the peas. From that square, go diagonally to the first purple square, which means you're going to have to land up on the broccoli. From that square, go across the grid, left or right to the first red square. So from the broccoli, you have no other way to go other than to the maror. Now concentrate on the square that you're on and you're thinking of the maror. So no matter what happens, as long as you go through those steps, they will always land up on the maror.
Let's see you do it. Question number 4. On all other nights, we sit or we lean. Why do we lean tonight?
This is what we're going to do. You know that during the year, we can sit at a table and we can lean, or we can sit up straight. Either way. And on Pesach, we lean, right? So here we have our chairs, That's a little sticker of a chair. And we have our pillows to help us lean on Pesach. We have 2 pillows and we have 2 chairs.
Yeah.
There's our first chair, put a pillow on top. Second chair goes on top of that.
Yeah.
Watch. And the pillow goes through.
What? Doesn't make sense.
I'll do it again. Watch carefully. We have our first chair. We have a pillow that sits on top. Watch carefully. And the chair goes on top of that. Just like that. 3, 2, 1. It travels through.
It doesn't make sense.
That's why it's called magic.
Ready for the behind the scenes?
You use 2 pom-poms and you've got 2 cups. So before we begin, you'll take your 2 stickers, your 2 chair stickers, cut them out and place them on your cups. You're not going to place them right way up. You're going to use it with the cups upside down. So place them on your cups upside down, like that. So you have 2 cups and you have 2 balls. The secret is you also have a 3rd ball. So before you begin, you have 1 ball inside a cup, the other cup on top. So that ball's locked inside. And you have your 2 balls sitting at the side of the table. You can show this empty. They see that cup empty. You take out the bottom cup and you put that one face down. So that's not the one they saw empty. So you've actually loaded a ball under that cup. Let's do that again. This is what it looks like. Show it empty. Face down. Place 1 pom-pom on top. Place the second cup on top. And you just reveal the pom-poms traveled through. The truth is that the second pom-pom is actually still there on top, but they don't know that. You reveal your pom-poms travel through. Now you do the exact same thing again. Show that empty, take the bottom cup out with this pom-pom and put that on top. Pom-pom goes on top. Two balls. That's it.
You try it.
These are our pillows that we lean on at the Pesach Seder. They might look like pom-poms, but they're really pillows. So watch, we've got 2 of them. I'm going to get to keep one, and I want you to keep one, Ari. Hold it and squeeze in your hand. Come closer. Good, watch. 3, 2, 1. Mine vanishes.
What?
So this is how it's done. You use 2 balls and 2 magic hands. What you do is this. The first ball you pick up, you pretend to place it into your left hand. What you're really doing is, when you turn your hand over, you put your thumb on top of the ball, so it holds the ball back. So it looks like the ball goes into your hand. It doesn't really, you keep it behind. Okay? So you pretend to put it in, you close your left hand. You straight away go and you pick up the second ball. Now you've got 2 balls you're holding together, and you put both into your spectator's hand and get them to close their hand. They've really got 2 and you've got none. And you make yours disappear, they open theirs up, and they have 2. That's it.
Wait a second, what about the answers to the Nishtanah? What do all the questions mean? And why do we ask the same ones again every year? On Pesach, the Jewish people went from extreme slavery in Egypt to full-on freedom. Celebrating the holiday gives us the power to break free from any challenges we face, anything in our lives that makes us feel like a slave. The real magic behind the Nishtanah is that each question shows part of our journey from slavery to freedom. On all other nights, we don't dip even once. Why do we dip twice tonight? Dipping a vegetable into salt water reminds us of the bitter tears we shed in Egypt. Dipping the maror in haroset reminds us of the bricks we created as slaves. But when we dip, we also think about freedom. Poor people eat plain food, like dry, crusty bread. Free people dip. On all other nights, we eat chametz or matzah. Why do we only have matzah tonight? Matzah was the bread of slaves. It's flat, plain, and humble. But matzah also reminds us how we rushed out of Egypt with no time to let our dough rise. That's freedom. On all other nights, we eat all types of vegetables. Why do we eat maror tonight? Remember how it feels to eat maror, the bitter herb? Your eyes tear up, your face turns red, and your mouth is on fire. That reminds us of how hard it was to be a slave in Egypt. On all other nights, we sit or we lean. Why do we lean tonight? On Pesach, we sit back, relax, and lean like a king while drinking and eating. We're like royalty tonight, truly free.
Now that I've unraveled the secrets to the Nishtanah magic, and you guys have 4 really awesome tricks up your sleeves, I think you're ready for the Pesach Seder. And please remember to perfect these illusions before showing them to your families and friends at your Seder. And remember, a magician never shares his secrets to the Nishtanah questions. Thank you and enjoy!
Wishing you all a happy and kosher Pesach.